Oh, you got sat on the back of your ankle there, look. Hello, sailor.
You're about as funny as a smack to the face. Well, hello and welcome to another video. Today we're walking along the southwest coast path from Lyme Regis area, and really as far as we can get in a few days. You can see behind me there, that is the seaside town of Charmouth, and we've walked from the next bay along Lyme Regis. We have sort of come through a bit of the countryside from a place called Monkton Wyld, where we've got a camping spot stroke parking, but yes, we've come a little bit of a cropper. We've managed to fight our way up through. There is a path there, believe it or not, but can you see it? Dan's in there somewhere. How you getting on?
Hello.
Is it safe?
Yeah, what the hell?
Oh my god. So yes, stingy things and brambly things, but I just want to say hello because we're 5 hours in on this walk, and we're taking our own sweet time. Both of us have got well, I've got knee problems, he's got feet problems, so we're just taking our own sweet time, probably trundling along at about a mile an hour, but who cares? You know, we're having fun. The weather is good, but there is a bit of forecast rain in the next half an hour, so we kind of wanted to get through all this muck before it gets soaking wet and soaks us and our packs and everything else. So forgive me, but I'm going to leave you, and I'll probably come back to you when we're having something to eat. We're going to pitch late while camping along the way. That's the plan. I'll catch up with you in a bit. Right, onwards. Oh my god. Out, bramble, out, sticking out. Oh, hawthorn. Okay, that's right, I've got to turn this off. What happened to you, Dan?
Oh, I think it's my
Did you hurt your what? Your nipple?
oh, my umbrella-y thing. You know, like this thing.
Yes, it's vicious, aren't
As
they?
I slid my pack off.
Oh, don't put it away.
Oh.
No one wants to see that. I'm going to lose subscribers now.
It really hurt.
Oh, there we go. So we made it up the top. Lyme Regis, Seatown, and Dan from Camp Life Bushcraft. There we go. Say hello, Dan.
Hello. Oh god.
How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. Whose idea was this?
Maybe mine. I think it was. So yeah, we're busting the trail, and in the distance there, this peak, you can see the Golden Cap, which is where we're hopefully, we wanted to get a little bit over. What's the name of the next one over there? I can't remember.
Seatown.
Oh no, it's Seatown. I'm telling you, Seatown's there. That's not. Talking rubbish. Lyme Regis, Charmouth. I'm talking rubbish. Lyme Regis, Charmouth there, and then we're going over to the Golden Cap, which is over there, and behind that is a little place called Seatown, which we want to try and get to, but we're both a bit worn out. It's been a long day, so we might on the way see whether this little forest over here is going to give us somewhere to stay. But this is a lovely spot just here, but it's just too early. It's only just gone 6 o'clock, and really it needs to be, if we were here at what, 8:30, 9, it would be probably perfect. Yeah. Literally tent there, you've got your worktop, and look at the view. I mean, it is glorious, isn't it? Look at this. It's so still today as well. I don't want to go too near the edge because you can see the land just slips away. Gorgeous. There's hardly a breath of air actually, but it's nice. It's not too warm. Not too warm. A few weeks ago this would have been difficult because it was like 30 plus degrees, and this would have been a real difficult walk in the sun. So yeah, I think we're gonna take a breather here, and get the packs back on. So we weighed our packs before we left. Mine was at 14, and then I spoke to Dan and he was at 18 or 19, and he was panicking me saying it's going to be cold, you need warm stuff. So mine ended up being about 18. Oh, it was 18.4 exactly, that's what it was. But as we go, food is probably that much of the bag, so you know, obviously I'm carrying everything, and water. I've got about 3 kilos of water at the most any one time. So yeah, as the day goes through and the food and water deplete, it's not too bad. So far so good. Some more, my shoulders are a little bit sore from the bag, and my knee, but we're getting there. But yeah, that's the goal, somewhere in here tonight. That's a big area. Looks easy when you look at it from here, but when you're over there, it can be a bit hilly, a bit steep, a bit difficult, or fenced off, or there's houses, that sort of stuff. But anyway, there you go. I'll stop waffling. So as you may be able to hear, we're having a little bit of rain. We found our pitch for tonight. It's going to go here somewhere. Just waiting for this rain to ease off a little bit so we can try and get the tents up without ourselves getting soaking wet. Once again, the umbrella is doing its job. So I found by sort of crouching down, I'm getting my bag myself sort of covered out of the rain, but it's starting to get cold. I'm only in a t-shirt and shorts and a rain jacket. How you holding up, Dan?
Yeah, I'm okay. Just trying to keep my trousers dry.
Yeah, crouch down, it's the best way.
Put my waterproof bottoms on.
Yeah, I would.
Just can't be bothered getting out of the bag.
It's pretty, if we'd found this spot, or if the rain had been an hour or two later, it would have been perfect. We would have been tents up, feeling smug, but the weather forecast originally was pretty bad, wasn't it? And then it got better, and it's sort of on and off, and then we got lucky, I think, today. But there is sunshine over there, and that's coming towards us. We've just got, they reckon, about another hour or so forecast for rain. I don't see myself crouching down here for an hour, if I'm honest. I think we're just going to have to man up and get, even if we just get mine up, and I can huddle in that. Even if we just get the shell of mine up, and that's plenty of room, just at least we can sit in there.
Yeah, the ground's wet now.
The ground is wet, but yeah, it is what it is. I don't know. We'll think of something. We'll think of something. But yeah, it's now, what is it?
Coming up to 8, I think.
It's now 7:30 in the evening, and we're both kind of done. We've only walked, what, about 10 miles or something, but this terrain is up and down, and it's tough. It's tough. And then with the packs at sort of 18 kilos with water and food, it's no mean feat. Yeah. So yeah, but we're all right. We're all right. And once we've had something to eat, and maybe a little cheeky hot drink, that'll boost us. But the plan now is, I think, to get the tents up. At least I think I'm going to just go for it. It's going to get wet. It's going to get wet. It's a tent. It'll dry out, right? Right. Let's get it up. So the rain stopped. Thank goodness for that. And Dan's got his nature hike. Cloud Up 2, which I actually really like. It's a really nice looking tent, and obviously it doesn't stand out quite like mine does with the lovely colour. It's like a reflective shield almost, isn't it? Just drying the brolly out. It saved me, that did. And my pack cover. Haven't really unpacked as such, just chucked a few bits that I need, food, kettle, etc. out. So I won't bother showing you that just yet, but it's the same equipment as I normally use. We're on a little bit of a funny slope here, so my tent is at a peculiar angle, even more so than normal. So this is the X Mid 2 tent. It's got double vestibule, 2 doors, It's a 2-man trekking pole tent, and you can see it on my other videos. We might have a look later on inside, but yeah, it's gone up fine. Oh look, we've even got a little visitor. Look. Hello, buddy. Hey. Stay out. That'd be great. And the sun's come back, which I'm grateful for. I was getting a little bit chilled. Had to put on the waterproofs. That's okay. Dan's just sorting out kit for tomorrow, getting organised, as I'm going to do in a bit. Drying his brolly as well. Your brolly's almost the same colour as my tent. Yeah. Yours looks like, you know, those ones you have in the photo booths, you know, where they sort of have an umbrella either side, those silver ones. Yeah. So there you go. So we've been rather naughty and pitched up pretty much on the path, and I know we shouldn't, and I know it's wrong, and I know I'm going to get stick for it, but here's the but. Obviously, no fires, leave no trace. We're not going to do anything here other than flatten a bit of grass. It's now sort of, you know, 8:30 at night. Haven't seen anyone since we pitched up, and we're going to be gone by 6 in the morning, hopefully. So I hope it doesn't upset too many people. Low impact wild camping is where you want to be, really. I mean, ideally we wouldn't be right on the path like this, but genuinely we have walked pretty much from over there all the way round, and in the last few hours we've been looking for somewhere that's out of sight, not to upset anyone, but genuinely nothing flat, even for one tent, let alone two. So that's why we're here, and as I say, leave no trace, bring all your rubbish home, bit of flattened grass. We wanted to be up there on the cap, golden cap, but it just wasn't meant to be tonight. Our bodies have given up. So there you go. So that's why we're here. It's absolutely fine, and it's time for a beer. Just realised. Oh, gutted. I'm sure it'll be lovely. I'm going to try the gram counter gear thermo pocket again. Quite like these. I used to laugh at my mate John, who had made his own version of this. But actually, I think it's a really good idea. Doesn't burn your hands when you're eating, keeps it warm whilst it's rehydrating. I think we're there. It's hiding there. It's hiding there. Got a couple of miniatures that I need to get rid of, so I've given Dan the nice one, and I'm going to have a little bit of Cayman Islands rum. Look at the view, it's fabulous. Let's see, I don't know if I'm in shot or not, but it's your good health, old boy. God.
Back a bit.
That's not for me, not at all.
What is it? Rum? Just because you're by the sea? Oh, you got something on the back of your ankle there, look. Hello, sailor.
You're about as funny as a smack to the face. Well, I'm all tucked in. I'm using the ice flame tonight, and I'm using the sort of quilted feather trousers and a quilted jacket just to keep the chill off. I think we'll be absolutely fine. And I've got a thermarest. I can't remember which one I bought, but I thought I'd try one out. My wife needed one, and I thought I'll get this one and see. So I can't remember what it is. I'll put it on the screen, but it seems comfy enough. A little bit slippy with this ice flame, but otherwise, yeah, all good. So we'll see how we go in the morning. It's been a long day. We've walked, I think, about 11 miles, which isn't much, but it's up and down here, so it really hurts the feet and the knees and the legs. So we're both pretty knackered. I'm looking forward to switching the camera off and going to sleep. So I shall see you in the morning. Hopefully we won't get moved on tonight. Morning campers, let's see what the view's got for us today. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, it's fresh. Oh, there he is.
Good morning. You're in shorts and t-shirt.
Well, it's you know, I've just woken up, sort of. It is fresh out here. I think I'm going to fresh. Yeah, I think it's time for coffee and a jacket.
Come over here a bit.
Yeah, I'm going to put some clothes on first.
Stand over there. Beautiful sunrise.
It's lovely, isn't it? Well, tent stuff inside is nearly packed away. We've decided just to have a little bit of brekkie here. We've got the vegetarian all-day breakfast. Most of this food is stuff that I've avoided taking on past trips and kind of now forced to use, just to use it up, get rid of it. But coffee's been drunk, the sun is out, tents are drying. And yeah, we want to try and get up to that Golden Cap sort of by lunchtime-ish today, which is, you know, it's only a couple of hours away, so that should not be a problem. Obviously I have the slowest man in the world with me. No, he's not too bad. It's quite nice actually. We're just gentle strolls. Well, the vegan breakfast was surprisingly good. I'm packed away, obviously leave no trace as always. Dan is still fettling. He's determined to dry his tent out before we go, but it's time is against us. It's now 8:30.
Time is against.
Really, well, it is.
You got an appointment?
Well, I have. Well, we're
Yeah.
currently 4 hours behind schedule.
Yeah, but the schedule's only loose.
I like winding him up. Yeah. So, yeah, what we don't want to do though is sort of be spent on the last day in the middle of nowhere. We need to get to a town, so we're getting a cab back to where we parked our car. But anyway, yes, leave no trace, just a bit of flattened grass, and once Dan's ready it'll be the same, I'm sure, for his side, obviously. Nice sunny day, no wind, lovely. Near enough perfect walking weather, really. Someone sounds healthy, don't they? He's an old man. It happens as you get old, people. Oh, it's warm. It's warm. Right, Golden Cap time. Well, he's got to turn it around there into the sun, let the other side. Mind my bag. God. I guarantee we'll be here for at least another hour.
The cliff.
Please, a gust of
Can I
wind.
share your tent?
Nope. Don't do sharing tents.
Right.
Sunglasses, headphones, toothbrushes, or anything else you may forget.
I've just heard Rob's famous story of if anyone puts on his sunglasses, they own them.
Yeah, don't want them back. Ear juice, no thank you.
Gives me an idea.
It's disgusting.
Next time we're in his car and I fancy owning some of his stuff, I'm
No,
gonna
just touch it. Yeah.
touch it.
No,
put
don't
on,
want it.
and it'll be mine.
Ugh. People sharing earphones, you know, the headphone things. Oh, no, don't. No, no, no. Right.
That's brilliant.
I'm going to G this boy along.
Yeah, I'm about ready.
Yeah, right. Let's see.
No joke.
Let's see. Let's see.
I'm moments away from being ready. There.
All right. Well, I won my bet.
No, you didn't.
I did. I said half an hour. I think we're about 5 minutes shy. It's all good. The weather is lovely. The company is okay. Oh,
It's so kind.
I know, I know. And we are marching towards the cap.
We are blazing a trail.
We are. Well, we've come from at least a field away.
Is it time for a break? A cup of tea?
Do you know what? I could murder a cuppa.
Yeah.
Nice old-fashioned English cup of tea with milk powder and I don't think I've got any sugar. But look at that, it's glorious.
It is.
And the insects.
That's why we're here.
Oh, look.
For the insects.
Yeah. And I think, well, we've seen one person this morning, haven't we?
Yeah.
One jogger. And a few people on the horizons, but nothing yet. I mean, it's only 9:05, so I'm not feeling too bad now. I was a bit sore getting the bag on earlier.
Yeah.
Shoulders and
Back of my knee, what's it, hamstring behind my knee is a little bit tight. But, oh, it's been bitten. Other than that, I'm okay.
yeah, we're getting there.
Yes.
Charmed. So that's the goal for lunch, I think. I think that's a fair goal. I mean, it shouldn't take us 3 hours to get there, but then again,
It will.
it might. This is our COVID technique. Yeah, look, this is what we have to do. There we go. Nicely done, Mr. Camp Life Bushcraft.
Oh, I nearly fell.
Don't fool me.
These are a long way down.
Yeah, big steps, aren't they?
You need a hand.
No. Yeah, my right hand. Oh,
Horseflies keep landing on my arms.
oh, don't say that because they love me.
Yeah.
I'm just having a quick check. Horseflies are the worst. I did put spray on. Oh, look at this. It's beautiful. Ooh, look at that. This is what it's all about, isn't it? When you go out, you're the first person out on the trail, the last person on the trail. Mornings like this, just glorious. So, not sure if you can see on the screen, we were sort of, there's a little farmhouse sort of 12 o'clock and we were near that. So we've walked sort of up and down and it doesn't look far, it's probably only a couple of miles really, but it's up, down, in and around, all these little paths. There's Dan, he's catching up. And it's getting there. But as you climb, it's very steep and you can see the golden cap just at the top there. It just seems so far away still. But we're in good spirits. And the views are something else. I don't want to go too near the edge because in this part of the world the cliffs fall regularly. In fact, it's not too bad here. Let's just have a little cheeky look. You see all this is all landslip. But it's not uncommon for whole fields to go down and end up down there. How you holding up, buddy? Filming me, filming you. Something like that. Was that ABBA? Where?
Well, that bit of wood just there.
Oh yeah, I was just saying to the viewers, it's this is all landslip, isn't it?
Yeah, because I stood just up the top over there a minute ago.
Yeah.
And you could see where the old path was, and
Scary.
then it disappears.
Yeah.
So it used to run down there somewhere.
Yeah. Well, it was up, wasn't it? But of course, it's all just fallen away.
Yeah. That is
That's erosion.
sobering when we're standing on the edge.
Yeah. Well, when your time's up, your time's up. There's worse places to bite the dust, isn't there?
Yeah, that's pretty spectacular.
Onwards and upwards. Right, so just round this corner we've got a little church or chapel, I suppose, called St Gabriel's. We spied it from the coastal path and we thought, well, I'll take a little detour down on the way up to the Golden Cap. Obviously it's a ruin, but thought we'll have a little look. It's cute. Should we go in? Dan's beating me to it. He's just gone inside. Oh, look. Look at that. I wonder how old this is. Gate stop cattle. It's so small. So, with churches and chapels and the like, they're normally, when you look at them from the air, they have a cross shape to signify the crucifix. So you can see this is the middle part of the crucifix, and it goes out to the right, and I imagine originally it would have gone to the right there. There'll be something on the side, and then that just shows the shape of the cross. But yeah, if you look at most old churches and chapels, they have that, and most of the modern ones do where they can as well. This is great. It'd be nice if they had like a little information board or something, wouldn't it, Dan, just to see how old it is and whatnot. I had a quick look on the internet whilst we were wandering along, but couldn't find anything really about it. So maybe when I get home, if I see anything online, I'll pop it on the screen. There you go, St Gabriel's. That's on the coastal path just before the Golden Cap there. Worthy little detour. There we go, the Golden Cap, or I'm going to rename it today the Bogey Cap. You'll see why. Bogies. And there's the biggest bogey of them all.
Hello.
Hello and welcome. It's beautiful. It wasn't too bad, the climb actually, was it? It was alright.
That's good. Enjoyed it.
Yeah.
A lot. I wasn't even tired.
He's lying. Oh, wait, don't use the C word. Yeah, look at that beach. Camp on that tonight. Yeah, we've got some walking to do. I don't think we're going to make our original destination, but it's okay. It doesn't actually matter. So yeah, there you go, the Golden Cap. That's what it looks like. Full of outsiders. He's throwing his poles on the floor. Are we sitting for a bit, are we?
Just for a minute.
Alright, I'm going to get my pack off. And then we're going to walk down. I don't know if you can see it on the camera there. Yeah, somewhere there's a place. Seatown. And we're going to get some water. And maybe a bit of lunch, I think. That sounds nice. I fancy some triple cooked chips with mayonnaise. Well. So, Seatown just behind me there, over my shoulder. Dan kindly bought me a sandwich, you know, the type of ones from a spa shop with like a nappy to soak up all the juice. It was delicious. Wasn't quite the chips and mayo that I was dreaming of, but it did the job. And there may well have been a couple of pork pies snaffled as well, and maybe an ice cream. But yeah, doing all right. Golden Cap there in front of you. Obviously we've come from that direction. We should be able to sort of go where Dan is there, up and over, but there's been a cliff fall. I think I mentioned it earlier in the video. This part of the world, the cliffs really come down unexpectedly, and it's not just a small bit. It can be fields going down, so they roped that off. We're gonna have to do a little bit of a detour, but that's okay. Whew, it's hard going though, and it's really hot. We've had to buy some sun cream. We've got the brollies obviously, but belt and braces as always. Ran out of battery there, so yeah, we're heading up away from that nice beach and over the hill. So we don't really have a plan of where we're going to be staying tonight. Originally when we planned this walk, we were going to get dropped off in Weymouth and walk all the way back to Lyme Regis area, but plans change and we find ourselves going the opposite way. So really, we get to where we get to. But the weather's glorious, and I have food and water and a gin and tonic for later in my bag. Life is good. See, you don't need to go abroad, you really don't. Look at this, isn't it gorgeous? You know, if you get the right weather in England, in the United Kingdom actually, it's fabulous. I know. Just prepare for the odd rain shower, have your wet weather gear, you'll be golden. Oh, apologies for the huffing and puffing. It's steep. It's steep. Yeah, patchwork quilts, look. That's why it's so green, it's because it rains all the time. So yeah, the Golden Cap over there. The forest to the right is a National Trust forest. It's really nice now. I've walked around there a few times with the kids. And obviously you go out to the Cap like every other tourist, but it's one to do. So coming up, not anytime soon, but at the end of the walk, if we make it that far, is Lulworth Cove, Durdle Door, and they're big tourist traps, and to be honest, if you're a tourist you're going to come to them, but I wouldn't. As lovely as they are, it's just rammed. See this path now, no one on it. 20 minutes in the car, straight in front of me, there'll be thousands of people milling around, getting in your way, passing you COVID and God knows what else. You're better off sticking to this area here, and all you see is the odd degenerate like this man here on the right. Oh look, it's Dan. Much better. Yeah, you see, mark my words, if we get to that point you'll see, and I can say I told you so. Hey. Golden Cap, Seatown. It just seems to take a while to get anywhere on these hills, but it is steep. I mean, it's crazy steep. Whew. Still another hill ticked off, and then we look at where we're going. Oh yeah, I have a feeling where that sort of stuff comes out in the sea, I think after that there's like a inlet. I think that's where we're headed tonight, after that little next town. I'm not entirely sure, but we shall find out, won't we? This would be a lovely spot for a camp up here, especially in this sort of weather. It's just glorious. Look at that paraglider, that's cool. I wouldn't have the stones to do that myself. I bet it's fun. Well, we've strolled up and down a few more hills and decided to have a little break. Got something very manly to drink, pink gin and tonic. And yeah, just looking at this lovely view. Look at that. That's not too shabby. I'm getting a bit bored of the sea, so I thought I'd sit this way. Take it all in. How you doing, big man?
I'm doing good, mate.
We're doing alright, aren't we?
Yeah.
Lots of breaks.
Yeah.
That's the key, isn't it?
Certainly is.
Certainly is. Ah, well, I'm going to enjoy this. Let's see if I can open it. Oh yeah, nice. Oh, that's lovely. Cheers.
Break time.
So the coast path is technically down there, but we saw a little sign that said garden cafe and tea room along this track, which kind of runs, well, it does, it runs alongside. So we're following that, but I think Daniel is going the wrong way now. Who knows? It could be that way, it could be that way. I think it's that way for the tea room. We had visions of cream teas with a, I don't know, a nice coffee or a, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? A nice big teapot of English breakfast tea. Oh, yes. And a flushing toilet. All things one needs. But this is just glorious. Last week, what week today? It's the 3rd of August. So last week, along this area, there was weather warnings and campsites were being washed out with the rain. It was a real bad time weather-wise. And even up until Sunday night, I mean it's Tuesday today, but up until Sunday night, we were seriously considering cancelling because the weather forecast was so poor. So 80–90% chance of rain, and apologies if it's a bit windy, it's really a bit blowy now. But we got lucky. We got lucky. I'm getting a little bit burnt. I'll put the umbrella back up soon. Look at this. I want that cream tea now. Here we go. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I'm here. Oh my god, that is glorious. That is glorious, that cake. I was asking, I think on the video, I think I even said, a nice bit of Victoria sponge, ideally chilled, which this isn't, but that's okay. It is lovely. I'm so glad that wasn't me. And a cup of tea. Nice and hot. Cheers, Dan.
No problemo.
Well, I think this trip's going rather well so far.
So far so good.
You cold, mate?
Nope. Just conscious of the sun. So cover my arms. Cover my neck.
No,
a little bit.
Can't be too careful.
Burn like a motherfucker. The last thing
I'll have to
you
beat
want
that out.
is me moaning about sunburn.
Well, it'll make a change. No, I think we've been pretty good, haven't we? We haven't moaned about much.
I haven't. I think hardly. I'm not even sure I've moaned it at all, actually.
Something about, oh, what was it? I can't quite remember. Oh, lunch. You missed your lunch, didn't you? That is lovely. That is lovely.
I've had better. Oh,
It's a different type, isn't it? It's more of like a...
this is homemade.
I like it. I do quite a good one.
No, you don't.
Alright, okay. When I'm invited over to the Camp Life Bushcraft household for dinner, I shall bring one over. I actually do make quite a good cake. Come on, I'm a fat man, of course I can. You've got to have good cake. Num num num. I'll keep another one of those quite happily.
Feel free.
Yeah. Nice. We're going to fortify ourselves with British tea and Victoria sponge and then beast the hill. We're about halfway up this incline. Oh, it's a killer. I was saying to Dan, this is the worst one, in my opinion, of this walk so far. We've sort of had to come inland, across the bridge, or the harbour, over the bridge over the harbour, get my words out, and then we went to the loo, and then back up to here. But this is steep. I'm just taking a little breath. It's really troubling my knees, this. But yeah, it's tough. Just wanted to try and catch a bit of it on camera because it's really tough, really tough. And I've been up here a few times when I come visiting this area with my kids, and when it's wet, it's so slippery. Oh, there's Dan. There we go. He's yakking to the camera. We'll overtake him. Shout out, Warren. Yeah, here we go. I'm beasting this last bit because I'm done. I'm done with the hills today. We did consider a campsite, but A, it's expensive, and B, it's just awful. Look at it. Listen to the noise. I just don't want that. Just don't feel we need it yet. Don't feel we need it. I did say to Dan, if you fancy a camp beach, a beach camp, camp beach, a camp beach, imagine what that looks like. Hello, sailor. If you fancied a beach camp, we could do it. Obviously not here, but you know, a bit further along, be all right. That's better. Away from all the oi polloi. Yeah, look it up. I've eaten lunch here with my wife and kids. This very spot. I thought that'd make a good camp. Come and have a look. Let's have a look over the edge. Not supposed to go near the edge. Still, I'm not going to go any closer than that. A lot of the edges are hollowed away, and you think you're on hard ground, and it'll just go. Ooh. So we did consider, if we reach this spot, that we'd camp here. Grass is nice and flat, isn't it? Don't think the golfers would like it too much, but they'll be buggered off by 9, won't they? And now we go back down, and these steps are very, very steep. Oh, what do you reckon? 1.5 feet deep, something like that?
Yeah, they're a long way down.
Yeah, they are.
These don't like it.
No, my knees don't either. Just make sure you use your poles. I mean, that.
Use your pole.
That's how steep that is. A few steps. You see the gradient. We're beasting these hills. Oh. Whew. It's just mind over matter, really, isn't it? Just got to tell your mind that your fat, useless body can do it.
I think it's just, you have to adapt. The first stage is getting your legs in, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm finding this easier than day one. I mean, this, what are we, 6:30 in the evening?
Someone already pitched for us.
Yeah, yesterday we were done, weren't we? Now that's tight. That's not the way to do it. These dickheads have obviously just bought a cheap tent, pitched it and thought, nah, I'm not doing anything with that, and left it there. Now, if we weren't full to the brim and feeling keen, I'd take that, but just dispose of it. But I can't carry anymore.
Okay.
And you don't know what's in it. That's the other problem. It could be full of needles and poo. So we walk on.
That's a fucking stupid break.
Beep.
Hanging off.
It's too windy.
Too near the edge.
Too near the edge. Too windy. Right next to the golf course. But that's the sort of bell end that buys that sort of tent, isn't it? Oh yeah. I think I've just trodden in a dog turd. Yeah. Great.
Beach. You filming me? Coming back from the toilet?
Well, I was just about to say, you know, where are we? Can't even remember.
No, I don't either.
That big blob.
Burton. We're at Burton Beach.
Burton Beach. Over there. Golden Cap, to give you a bit of idea of where we are. Burton Beach, that's right, Mr. Burton Outdoors. Shout out. We are here and we are contemplating where we're going to spend the night. We've done a pillbox camp before, but there is one up there. I don't fancy that.
No.
But there's some scrub sort of up and over that way, which we're going to go and have a look at in a minute and take a call. And look, mountain bikers. Can you cycle along there? It's a path, isn't it?
Yeah, all them steps.
Yeah, I know. You'd be mad, wouldn't you?
That's nice, actually. It's a World War II pillbox.
Thatch roof.
Yeah, a thatch roof for camouflage, which is pretty cool. Yeah.
It's like the one me and Dan stayed in. Remember? If you haven't seen that video, I'll put a link. It was a pretty unusual night we spent in there. We've done that. I'd rather be in a tent, in all honesty. But it's fun. We thought we'd just come up whilst we're having a mooch for our campsite and show you that. It's going in. So we have found this little field. We're overlooked there. Otherwise, nothing. The beach is actually still quite busy with fishermen and whatnot. But it was quite, I wouldn't say quite a struggle to get in here, but you're not going to come in here unless you're wild camping or mad. So this is our little pitch for tonight. So I'm going to pitch up somewhere here. Dan wants to be close by because he sometimes gets scared in the night. So he's going to be there-ish. But now it's time to put a warm jacket on and have a beer.
Yes.
Oh, we do have a nice car. There's nice cars going along there, I've just seen. Look.
Yeah, I saw it. There's Carl.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, you're driving along. I don't care. Let them come down. All these things you've got to consider, boys and girls. Oh, I am beat. Right, it's brew dog time. I picked up a couple of those. So we're going to have a brew dog and a chit chat. Probably put some dinner on and then, you know, get the tents up. Oh, I've sat down. I'm too far away from my beer. but my good mate is going to pick it up for me and bring it over. Yeah, kicks it over. Give it a shake. Thank you. Oh, are you going to join me?
Yep.
Yeah, Mum. We've got just about see the sea. This is lovely. There was nowhere on the path, so this is nice and private. We've got a whole field to ourselves.
Until someone comes along and shoos us away.
If they do, they do.
Yeah.
Right. Beer time. It's not right. Sometimes you find a pitch that you think is right, but it just doesn't feel right, and there's all thistles everywhere, and we're worried about tents, thermarests, etc. I mean, look, these bad boys are everywhere. It's the little ones that are the problem. So,
a few hundred metres up there is a nature reserve.
yeah, so
Probably got some lush grass to camp on.
or we'll be back here in a couple of hours. But no, it's just not right, and we're not comfortable, so we kind of go with our gut, and our gut says it's not working. So we're going to move on, and hopefully we should find somewhere a bit better. It is a little disappointing. It's 10 to 9. We've probably got, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes of daylight left. Yep. And then we've got dusk for a little bit. I don't have any head torch or anything because I just didn't bother bringing it. Leave no trace.
Can you put that in my bag, please?
I'll put it in your pocket. Take all your crap with you.
Thanks.
Okay, let's go.
3, 2, 1. Well, we've walked and walked and walked, and we've come across this. It's like a little mown track. Obviously we're not going to pitch on this track in case there's any vehicles in the morning, tractors and what have you. Sort of semi-trampled down my shape here. Dan's done the same there, and we're just going to pitch here. And it is what it is. We've got a nice sunset, the remains of. Not much of a view, but beggars and choosers and all that. Right, I've got to get a wiggle on because it's actually darker than it looks on the camera. I need to get my tent up. There's the mighty X-Mid 2. Bathed in the light of the air pump. These little flex tail gear pumps are great, and obviously they've got a little light on them there, which I'm grateful for. Tonight I'm just having one of these real field meals. I really like these. So far they've all been very good. Last night was vegan. It was okay. It was all right for a vegan meal. I'm looking forward to something actually with meat in it of just some description. A bit of salmon, and I'm just cooking up Dan some hot water for his very exciting meal, which is a mugshot. And I'm using the MSR kettle, the MSR Pocket Rocket 2 that you can hear, and the MSR gas. So we're rocking the MSR. I've got my, my tent up, sleeping mat up. I haven't put my sleeping bag out yet, or my quilt, because the innards of my tent is soaking, because I stupidly put them all together. So yeah, I'm just going to wait until I'm in and then drape it over me. Hopefully that'll be good enough. And I don't think you can see, no, the screen's black, but this is Dan's tent, as you saw last night. He's next to me. So there we go. We are literally on the road. It's all good. Are we all right, Dan?
Yeah.
We're all a bit tired and we're a bit sore and we just want to go to bed, but we know we've got to eat and just warm up, fuel the body. It's going to be all right. I think that's going to be it from me tonight. As I say, we're all a bit tired and just want to go to bed, so I don't really want to chit chat too much. Listen to the insects, they're lovely. Reminds me of Greece when I was there many years ago. They're really loud like this. Yeah, you won't be able to see the sea, I don't think. It's way over there. Anyway, good night. See you in the morning. Right, kettle's ready. This morning on the menu we have some of Tesco's instant oats, a coconut latte, and that's about it. I'm looking forward to that. We got up about 6:15 I think. About 6 o'clock, 5:45, I heard someone walk by. Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be another hot one. Looking forward to the sunshine. So, health-wise, absolutely fine, other than blisters on both my small toes and my feet, which are beginning to hurt. Otherwise, we're good. It was all right. I slept quite well, considering. The thermarest is just too narrow, but it's lovely, comfortable, and nice and warm and everything. But I did well last night. I was so tired, I just sort of flopped into bed. So we did just shy of 13 miles yesterday, about 37,000 steps, according to my phone. So, yeah, we're beasting it. We're doing about a mile an hour on average, but that's okay. As we said earlier in the video, it's not about mileage, it's just enjoying ourselves, really. So, not too worried. There we go. Right, I'm going to make coffee. There we go. We're all packed up. Some flattened grass, which gives it away a bit. Otherwise, leave no trace as always. Daniel's gone off for his second toilet break of the morning, and then we're gonna make tracks. And he is a happy man. Oh, it's a lovely day. I've got my sun umbrella ready because baking earlier on, I just don't want to get burnt. Right, let's go. Chat. I don't like this stuff. We met another sort of through hiker, and she goes, "Oh, don't worry, you haven't got long to go. It's only about another mile and a bit of gravel." It's extremely dull. Someone's having fun.
Look at it. Gravel for days.
Yeah. It's my least favourite kind of walking. I don't really like walking. Anyway, so this is the path from Burton Mare to, I can't remember, where are we going?
West Bexington.
So this is the path from Burton Mare to West Bexington, and it's all this gravelly stuff. So if you're doing this walk, bear that in mind. It's not nice. You want a nice pack weight of probably 15 or less. And I estimate that's what I've got at the moment. It's more than plenty for me. Whew. I'm glad I got the brolly up. It's a very, very warm day. Or actually, it's not warm, but the sun is very strong, which keeps it off my neck and my face, which is great. But yeah, typically as we walked along from our camp spot, there was literally acres of lovely mown field. There was another wild camper, a gentleman. But never mind, you can keep walking at night and on and on and on, and just think, we had enough. He's in the way again. Oh, this is murder, isn't it?
Huh?
This is murder.
You ain't seen me, right? It is, yes.
See the heat haze up ahead. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to treat myself. In West Bexlington, I imagine there's a beautiful ice cream parlour. I want a lovely whippy. You know the what do they call it? The machine thing. 99. Mr. Whippy with a flake. Oh, that's what I'm going to have. Nice healthy start to the day.
I wondered where you were going with that. I'm going to treat myself. Closed up.
Dan's just doing a little piece to camera. We're at
This is a shady spot.
West Bexlington,
Cool down a bit.
and we're propped up against the gents' toilets, which are pretty grim, but it's shady, and we're off that awful gravel sandy beach. But yeah, look at this beautiful surroundings. It's this is the real wild camping experience. There he is. The beautiful smell of the toilets coming out, but it's shady. On the map it says there's a burger van or something here. There's nothing at all, and even the taps in the bogs are those stupid automatic things, so it's not proper water. So I've got, for the next 2 days, unless we find a water source, just under 500 ml of water left, which is, it's not going to cut it. Hopefully, I've got a water filter, so if we can find a stream or something, that'll just have to do. Even a dirty muddy puddle, the filter will come into its own there. It'll be worth carrying it. But I can hear him saying he's got a pounding headache, and yeah, it's the same. It's a tough day. It's only 10 o'clock. That much left now. We're both spent already. I think we overdid it yesterday a little bit. So today's going to be a very easy day, I think. We're going to chill out, look at the pigeons in the trees, just take 15 minutes just to think about what we did to deserve this walk. You're right.
Yeah. I'm good.
We're all a bit frazzled, aren't we?
Yeah. Be alright.
Water-wise, Dan does have a small plan. There's some sort of holiday home chalet things up there, and he's going to bravely, heroically knock on doors. See what we get. Dan is heroically knocking on this house to see whether they will fill up our 5-litre bladders. Watch and learn, people. Watch and learn. I don't think you're going to get any response. Maybe no one said, oh no, look, here we go, here we go, here we go. He's saying, my friend and I. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you very much. There's a tap on the side, which Daniel's filling up with. That's great. Where did we come up from? West Bexlington. Bexington. Yeah. Bexington or West Bexington?
West Bexington.
So down there you'll be able to see West Bexington, and the coast path deviates off up this little lane. It's lovely. Very steep, very picturesque. And I think Dan was just saying we're about 3/4 of the way up. Something like that.
2/3.
Oh, 2/3. 2/3. So
the way to go.
we've got a way to go, but it's okay. We have things to talk about on the hills, don't we, Dan?
We do.
We do. That's a little in-joke with us, but we are getting there step by step, one step at a time. I think when we get to sort of 12 to 12:30, we're going to break for some lunch. Get the feet out, air them, get the tents out, dry them off.
Yep.
And just chillax for a while. It's not about the miles. But yes, it's very nice. The weather is lovely. Brolly deployed. Oh. Look at that. Pretty. Wow, so we come up to this hill fort for a spot of lunch. I thought I'd just turn around. Just about to see Lyme Regis there on the coastline. So we've done alright. We've walked well, but I think that other side is Weymouth, which we're not sure if we're going to do Lulworth Cove, which is a bit further on. The weather is taking a turn tomorrow for the worst. We're just going to take each day as it comes, as I've probably said a million times, but what will be. We shall see. I'm going to stop up here, dry out tents, dry out quilts and whatnot, give things a little air, give the feet an air. I am gagging for something to eat. I was promised bacon rolls this morning and the place wasn't open, so I had a packet of barbecue peanuts for my mid-morning snack and some raisins. Very nice they were too, but not quite the bacon roll or the egg banjo that I was after. Noisy road. Good defensive position here, look, for a ancient hill fort. Oh yeah, awesome. So we're going to keep walking, I think, just to find a spot. And then it'll be down bags and eat. Oh. But before we settle down for lunch, we've got something we need to do, and this is for one special subscriber. Shout out, Burn Outdoors. Currently outdoors, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to do something for you, Lee, that we know you love. You see what it is yet? Look at all those bogies touching it. COVID. There's a COVID tapping point up ahead. Touch this post to get COVID. Yeah.
My balls on it.
Oh dear. I used one of these trig points as a little kitchen once in Dartmoor. Never again. Never again. Put my stove on top. But yeah, it's not gonna happen. But we're gonna touch the trig point for you, Lee, because we know you love it when YouTubers do that. Here you go, Lee. I would hug it, but you know, COVID. Another trig point tapped. Let's go. Heroically marching off into the distance, but actually absolutely exhausted and wanting to sit down and go to the toilet and eat. So just airing out tents, drying stuff off whilst we're here in this little quiet area. I'd like to point out that is all Dan's. Stick of the dump. Yeah, I'm going to have some more stuff, but I'm in requirements, urgently needing food. So I thought I'd just share with you, I've eaten a load of these on this trip and they've all been exceptional. Even the vegan one, to be fair, it was all right, but all the others have been really good. Pasta bolognese, this one. Now these are quite expensive. I think they're about £7 a pack, or you can buy like a little kit, Norwegian army rations, which I've got links for in this video. They come in those. So I bought some of these separate on Amazon, and they are just really lovely. I'm so happy with them. I've got some other brands. I've got a Summit to Eat one in there and some other stuff as well, but I just want to have something that I know is going to be good. Although I haven't tried the pasta bolognese one, they've all been very fine. So I've no doubt it'll be all right. I always put a bit more water in here because I always find they come out a bit drier than what I would like. I'll tell you what I have got to find is my fork, my spork. I don't want that to fall over. That'll be very sad. That's a bit better. That's what I tend to do, just give it a good old stir, get all the bits out the folds at the bottom. That's going to be good. Seal it up, ziplocky thing, and then I'm going to chuck it in the thermo pocket just to keep the heat in it. I mean, it's a hot day, but you know, why not use it? And I'll come back to that in 15 minutes. That's really nice. A bit spicy. I'll put a bit too much in. It'd be better with ketchup. Personally, just a little bit thick for my liking. And you think they say to fill it up to there, and I filled it up to about there, but absolutely lovely. I always think spaghetti bolognese is such a individual dish to make. Everyone makes it differently. I know there's a basic recipe, but everyone adds in a little bit of what they like, don't they? I like lots of rich tomato puree and loads of garlic. This is more of your, I don't want to say school canteen because that'd be mean. Go around your friend's house and they make a spaghetti bolognese. It's not quite to your taste, but perfectly fine. A little bit of garlic bread with that would go well. In fact, I think I've got some MRE bread, but I'm going to save that for another dinner. Right, I'm going to eat. Lunch was excellent. We packed away. I've pilled up with some medication, strapped my toes up, and Dan's put all his stuff back in as I have, and we're going to be moving on. We've just got to work out which way to go. We're good. We've got a plan, but I'm not going to share it in case we don't do it. So we're going to see how we fare, but yeah, onwards and upwards. Yeah.
West Bexington was the last town.
That's right. So we're just walking along here and thinking, I mean, we've seen a few patches of grass that are flattened over at the end of this little track behind the edge, mate. And this is a lovely little spot for a wild camp. So if you're coming from, yeah, West Bexington, 3, 2, 1. If you're coming from West Bexington to Abbotsbury, obviously you can see it brings you inland. This is the coastal path, believe it or not. Otherwise you're walking along that sort of sand spit out there, which is no good. But this is plenty up here. You could pitch your tent. You've got beautiful views. You know, it's lovely. No one around, no one to bother you. But you know, pitch late. We're in August, early August 2021. Sunsets at 9 o'clock, just before 9 PM. So we've been pitching like that sort of time, and you've got to really be up and out by 6:30. We've done sort of 6:30, we've done 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock we had walkers going past, so 6:30 the latest, I think. And look, you can even go down in there, a bit of privacy if you're feeling exposed on the hill if the wind was bad or something. Lots of places. It's just knowing, isn't it? And hopefully this sort of video will help you. And if it has helped you, let me know in the comment section below where you stopped, what you thought of the walk. Obviously this is only a very small part of the southwest coast path. I think it's around 700 miles, but I'll check that and put it in the video. Oh look, lovely in there. So yeah, let me know what you did. Maybe you're planning a walk. I'm happy to answer any questions. I think if I could do this again, I think the only thing I would add to my first aid kit is some tape for my toes, which I was never really a believer in, but luckily my friend had some and it seems to help. And some ibuprofen as well, which I've run out of in my first aid kit. Water sources on this route. This section from Burton Mare to here, nothing. There we knocked on, well, you've seen on the video, we knocked on the person's door and they very kindly gave us something to drink. I think if we can't find a store that's open down in this little town, or we're gonna have to do the same again. But luckily Dan has no shame, so he's very happy to beg. I'll have to be a bit more thirsty to do it, but he's good, he does it. It's pretty, isn't it? Look at this, all the bees doing their thing. Look at that, it's a lot of black bee there, look, see it? Oh no, it's a honey bee, it's got the orange bit on its bum. Pretty, isn't it? I can hear Dan mumbling away in the background to his camera. There he is. I was going to say, God, he looks like a right idiot with that umbrella, but I've got mine up as well. So yeah, this is a good little spot. I just thought I'd share that with you. If you're doing this walk, that's a lovely little spot there. And the other thing I want to share with you is everyone we've come across on this walk has been terribly friendly, and especially the backpackers. We've seen quite a few, or the hikers like us, through hikers, and they've all, we had a chat, where are you going, how long have you walked, and there's a real sort of camaraderie. And we're two guys in our 40s, we've chatted to young ladies in their teens, old men in their 70s, there's all sorts of people on the trail, and we're all doing the same thing, just out to enjoy ourselves. Look, you've got a whole field up here to yourself, look. Nice. Right, there's a cream tea directly ahead, supposedly, according to Mr. Google, so we are itching for a proper cream tea with lashings of strawberry jam and cream and proper pot of tea. I've been gagging for that for a couple of days. It's not going to happen, is it? So we followed the little path down into Abbotsbury. And this is it. It's cute, isn't it? There's lots of these little stalls with the last one had jam, and you put a couple of quid in and you get a pot of jam. What's this one? Oh, it's nothing in that one. But there's a lot of little produce stalls outside people's houses. It's quite cute, really. The old chapel. Nice flowers. It's very pretty. It's very twee and lovely. It'd just be so lovely to be able to find a really nice little tea shop, coffee shop, just some sustenance. Yeah, we're not walking miles, but we're burning those calories.
See a tea room.
Oh, there's a tea room. Oh my gosh. Is it going to be under the toilet there as well? Look. Tea room and a toilet next door. Winner. Poo for dinner. There's an old-fashioned phone. Look at that. Do you want to have a look? Look at that. That cobwebs, no one ever uses it. No one uses a phone these days. Oh. No! Bloody COVID.
Tea rooms. No.
Operating from the garden today.
Yes.
Look at the time.
Is it open?
4:30.
What time is it now?
I told you it was 4:30.
What time is it now?
4:45.
Oh. Fuck.
I'll go home now, please.
Oh, look at their menu.
No. Should we have a look and just see? You never know, they might have some scraps. I can throw us some scraps.
That is a ton of those.
Well, we missed all the places by 10, 15, 20 minutes.
All COVID.
All COVID had shut them. We've got the pub with 4 minutes to spare. It's a lovely pint. It looked a bit off. It looked a bit, but that's really good. I'll try and get some of them when I get home. Yum. So it's about 20 minutes since we left the pub, and the coastal path is now sort of inland, what with erosion and land rights, etc. So coast is way over there, and that big mound ahead of us is what we've got to climb over now, with beer in our tummies. Due dinner is 4 minutes past 6 in the evening on the 4th of August 2021, and this is the Swannery, Abbotsbury Swannery. It's in on the left as I look back down there. Everything's closed for the time of day, not that we would have stopped anyway, it's not really my thing, but you know, that's where we're going, that's where we're going. Yeah, I feel a little bit sick looking at that, because it's that's a big old hill, isn't it? Especially at the end of a long day's hiking and beer in you and no food. Well, no food since lunch. Ah, here we go. There's some signage here. Let's have a look. It's probably about 10 miles, is it? Something like that to Weymouth? Yeah, look. Alright, 10 1/4, I'll take that. That is the ferry bridge though, so it's further than that, but I'm going to tell myself 10 miles to go. I think we're going to probably call it there. We've been looking at the weather forecast and it is a little bit gash. It's pretty much raining from early doors tomorrow, so we're just going to mosey on up this hill, head to, where are we heading to? I've just seen it on the sign, but the beer's kicking in. We're going to head to Weymouth and hail a taxi home. There you go. So we're not coming to the end of the trip yet by any means, but it's at the tail end. It's at the
home stretch.
The fag end of the trip. The fag end, which is what I always get a little bit emotional, if I'm honest. It's a bit sad, isn't it? Because you know, you spend time together, learn each other's little traits and little things that they do, and yeah, and you hear you haven't had lunch 500 times a day, and I need a poo at least 5 times a day. But yeah, but we haven't mentioned him yet, but we are missing somebody on this trip, and we have missed him, haven't we? Don't fall over, pisshead. So John from Muddy Paws channel. John, shout out John.
Shout out John, miss
shout out John. We do miss you, buddy. You would have kept us, we would have been in Weymouth by now, because we're slow.
And we wouldn't be so pissed.
John has damaged his back quite badly, and yeah, I think he's walking again now.
He's probably faster than us.
He's still faster than us, still carrying more than me, but yeah, poor fellow, he's laid up. So that's the way it is. So John, you're in our thoughts, mate, and go over to the Muddy Paws channel and give that boy a subscription, because he needs to do some videos, and with your help he might get spurred on. Anywho, enough about the fallen ones. Oh god, that's steep. My legs are killing me already. Right, not sure when we'll come back, maybe when we're pitching, who knows. Right, catch up with you boys and girls later on. It's brutal, these hills on the southwest coast path, but the views, so worth it. So there's St Catherine's, just a little church over there, and we were on right over up on top of that hill up there, before we hit the pints. And come all the way down and up, back up again. Woo. So this is the Abbotsbury via the Swannery part of the Southwest Coast Path. Again, there's plenty of spots in here if you were wild camping, which I should add here you shouldn't be doing, because there are bound to be people commenting on this video going, you shouldn't be doing that. But believe you me, there are plenty of people, responsible wild campers, not fly campers, people leaving rubbish. All you're going to leave is some flattened grass, but there's loads of space. Plenty to get your head down on. Glorious. Come and do it, you won't be disappointed. It's time to find a pitch. Shadows are getting long.
Who said that?
Who said that? 20 past 7. We are 8 miles away from where we need to be, aren't we?
Yes.
And we're walking along Poo Field, as I've named it.
Smells lovely.
Does not. Smells of the countryside. That's what the farmer would say.
Stinks of shit.
It's like the Luftwaffe in the war. Yeah. Look at those guys. Look. Fighting as they go. That was something else, wasn't it? Ten to 9 now in the evening. We're still plodding along the Southwest Coast Path. And it's hard, I won't lie, we are tired. But, I don't know if you can see on the screen, sort of the other side of that black blob. And about the same distance again, I think, is where we're heading for. The navigator in charge at the moment is this man here.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. But we can't, we want to sort of pitch somewhere here, but there's a massive house there. So we don't want to be rude and pitch in front of them and just get moved on, there's no point. So, we're about 5 miles away from our goal, so it's not too bad.
Nope.
It's not too shabby. The more we do today, the less we have to do tomorrow in the rain. It's pretty bad, the forecast, so we're plodding on, but we both have had enough.
We're happy though.
Oh yeah, we haven't had a fight yet. No, we're fine. Spirits, we're good. We're just, I think we both just want to sit and eat dinner and go to bed. But I reckon an hour and a half from now, I'll be snoring. That's my plan.
When that rehypnol kicks in, you will.
When the rehypnol kicks in, he's saying. Yeah, so the thing with these coastal paths is the way they zigzag in and out. I mean, you look ahead there, it's not too bad just to walk straight over there, but following the coastline, it's Just adds time, adds mileage. But it's pretty. This corn's nice. Yeah. And it's good when there's more than one of you, you sort of spur each other on and encourage each other and support each other. It's good. Good teamwork. The A team. Dream team. But yeah, I mean, if we find something before our little goal over there, then we're just going to stop because we're not sure what's going to be on that side. So it's just a matter of finding the right spot which isn't overlooked by a sodding great big house. As you say, very soft sand, and we might get stuck. Oh, let's see, where are you? Where are you? Good morning. Good morning. Happy campers we are today. We walked and walked last night. It just wasn't anywhere. There was nowhere at all. And maybe if you had a very small tent, you know, like Dan's, or even smaller, you'd be able to sneak in somewhere. But there was nothing. So we were walking along and we thought, well, we know there's a campsite another 3 miles up the road. It's getting dark, it's getting to 9 o'clock, and we're finished. And this couple were walking towards us, this older lady and gentleman, and just as everyone does, strikes up a conversation. And happened to mention they're staying in a campsite just up the way, 10 minutes away. And I said, oh, it's empty. The tent field's empty. Just come up. Come on, you'll be all right. Don't worry about paying. Just go out in the morning. No one will know. So, not that we're not going to pay, but we trotted up. And sure enough, the field is pretty much empty. And so yeah, it's a nice little quiet caravan site. Caravan and camping site. So it's, you know, it's really quiet when we got here. It's quiet now. It's just gone 7 in the morning, but I had a great night's sleep. Brilliant. Not because of being on a level field or anything like that. Just I was knackered. But yeah, we're done today. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the Camp Life Bushcraft man thinks, but I'm thinking we go from here back to our parking spot and go home. We are approximately 5 or so miles from Weymouth.
Or from that bridge.
Well, the ferry bridge in Weymouth, which isn't really Weymouth. So it's probably sort of near 8 miles away, but we're not bothered.
We'll go with 5 then.
We'll go with 5. We're approximately 5 miles from Weymouth, so not too bad. So we didn't really have a goal as such. We'd sort of ummed and ahed about places where we might like to finish for convenience, but as things change and we didn't need a second car and such in the destination point, we're just getting a cab back, so it doesn't really matter. So we just thought, well, we'll walk until we've had enough, and I think I've had enough today. I think I'm not only my feet, I think mentally I've had enough. It'd be nice to get back a little bit early home. I've got lots to do. It'd be nice to be able to sort of get ahead of that. So yeah, so we're gonna pack down shortly, sort ourselves out, and get a cab back to Monkton Wyld, which is where we parked the little car. Rimmer the car. If you know, you know. All right, Rimmer. Yeah. So little Rimmer took us here very nicely, and hopefully he'll get us home as well.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, the clutch was a bit stinky on the way up, wasn't it?
It was.
And I've had a lot of unfortunateness. Unfortunateness? I don't care if it's not a word. With cars recently. So, I think I might be the car jinx. But there you go. I'm not sure if there's going to be any more filming. It's I'll say thank you for watching the video if you got this far. Well done. And I will say a special thank you to my good friend Dan from Camp Life Bushcraft. He's put up with me moaning away and, you know, G'd me up when I've needed G'ing up. And, yeah, it's good encouragement to each other. So it worked that well, and he's shared his medication with me. He shared his pills and his potions and his tape for my feet. So yeah, it kept me going. Thank you, Dan. It's an absolute pleasure, this trip. I've really enjoyed it and I needed it. So you should go and check out Dan's channel if you haven't already. I think most of you are probably from his channel. Dan spends a lot of time on his videos, more than I ever will, and he really is dedicated. I mean, yesterday we'd done 12 miles, we're absolutely knackered, and he's running back up a hill with a 20-kilo backpack on to get a picture of some wheat moving in the wind. I mean, the man's mad, and I was losing my temper a little bit. So anyway, thanks Dan, it was a great trip, mate. Thank you to you for watching, and hopefully if you're attempting this part of the Southwest Coast Path, you have as much fun as we did, and you meet the same nice people that we did as well. Oh, I'm getting emotional, it's ridiculous. Oh, there's a tear. So yeah, it's been good. Genuinely enjoyed it. So have fun, try the coast path if you haven't, and let us know. I think I said it earlier, but let me know where you stopped and slept and how you got on, and did you get moved on. And don't forget, leave no trace. It's really important, especially on this point. Well, I'm going to say goodbye, so I'll see you on the next one. Dan, last word to you.
No, oh, you said it all. It's been emotional. It was good. And yeah, the Appreciation Society swings both ways, like me. So thank you for putting up with me and geeing me along. That was it. Epic was the word. I hate that word, but it was really good. So thanks very much. Cheers for your company, buddy. Hey buddy.